Hare Krishna. If Krishna is not our goal, we hit self goals. When all of us work in this world, we want to achieve success, we want to achieve happiness. At the same time, we need to, just the desire to achieve success or happiness alone are not enough. We need a proper process. For example, if a football player is playing, now just the capacity to hit the ball is not enough. If the football player doesn't know properly about the game, the football player may hit the ball expertly, but it may be hit into one's own goal, and all the expertise there will end up defeating one's own side instead of leading one to victory. Similarly, in similarly in our life, we all have various kinds of abilities, talents, skills, and these are all what enable us to to say, we could say, metaphorically speaking, participate in the football of life. But unfortunately, we also have a factor within us that obscures us, that prevents us from pursuing higher truths, from pursuing our best interests, and that factor is the mind. The mind distorts and even perverts our perception and thus makes us do things which are unbeneficial for us, things which are actually actually harmful for us. So this refers not just to, say, addictive habits where people often use their intelligence, use their money, use their energy to, say, to consume substances that harm them. So consumption of harmful substances through self-defeating habits is nothing but a self-goal, where people are often using the money, the time, the energy which they could have used for constructive purposes, they are using it for self-defeating purposes. So the point here is that the important thing to notice is that this doesn't happen only to people who are doing self-defeating habits. From the spiritual perspective, we as souls are trapped in this material existence, where instead of experiencing eternal life, we are caught in temporary life. So, and because of being caught in temporary life, we are, whatever we do, even if we do things which are not directly self-defeating, still they end up being indirectly self-defeating, because we end up getting caught in material things. So our consciousness gets trapped in material things, and by being trapped in material things, we end up in the cycle of birth and death. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Purusha prakristho hi bhunte prakritijan gunan karanam guna sangosya sadasadyoni janmasu. So sad asadyoni janmasu. So we may get good or bad. We may take birth in good or bad species. We get auspicious or inauspicious things, but still both are within the cycle of birth and death. And that happens because when we are not making Krishna our goal, when we're not serving Him, loving Him, connecting with Him, then we don't get higher happiness. And in order to find happiness, we need to in order to find happiness, we need to move from higher, we look for lower things, and by looking for lower things, we get trapped in worldly existence. So if we don't make Krishna our goal, then we hit self goals. We do activities that keep us bound in the material existence with all its associated sufferings. On the other hand, if we make Krishna our goal and strive to serve Him sincerely, then all our abilities, our time, our energy, they get positively utilized. Making Krishna our goal doesn't just mean direct devotional activities. It also means that through all the other activities that we do in our life, we move towards Krishna and we strive towards attaining Krishna. And thus we actually, gradually, surely, inevitably we attain Krishna. So what we need is this understanding that we have to keep Krishna our goal, and then all our self defeating activities will stop, and we will move onward towards self elevating and self liberating activities. Thus, we will attain eternal happiness eventually with Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.